Cultural connection to grizzly bears at the Statimc have is really symbolic, and it goes back to our creation stories. And the grizzly bear is actually considered like a grandmother, grandfather, brother, sister, part of who we are. And so in a sense, the grizzly bear is something really symbolic because it actually represents and strengthens that theory that we are all interconnected. To acknowledge Indigenous cultures, we want to acknowledge our own cultural identity, and so we want to continue to ensure that we do have a uniqueness and a strong identity of who and where we come from. And that's what's really symbolic about Indigenous cultures.
Because the bears eat a lot of the same foods as we do, we'll always have interaction between humans and the bears. How we look after our resources will determine the survival of the bears.
Grizzly bears are very sacred, not only to Statimc Nation, but to all nations. Our culture is based on our land. This land is shared with people. This land is shared with the four-legged. Medicine still comes through us through either witnessing them out there, to know that they're out there and we need to protect them.
So the bears in this area have suffered historically, date back to the Hudson Bay Trail. There's a long history of persecution by people. So hunting and trapping and killing trophy animals, all kinds of trophy animals, but including grizzly bear. So as we put roads into these wilderness areas, more and more people use them, and the bears get pushed out or they get shot. People end up killing a lot of bears. In fact, people are the biggest source of mortality for grizzly bears.
Some of the things that we are doing with the Statimc Government Services, a few different projects. And one of the projects is the Statimc, the Statimc name for grizzly bear. The grizzly bear recovery project is to implement the Statimc Chiefs Council resolution. And what that is to protect the grizzly bear in the Statimc territory. So the reason why the grizzly bear chose this area is because of the abundance of food. There is a gate that blocks the access for traffic. Doing project work, like when we do motion sensor camera. Well, actually, this picture was taken when we did a motion sensor camera.
So we work on a number of different avenues when it comes to trying to recover the bears or conserve the bear population. So one of the most important things is to reduce human-bear conflict. So we put a collar on a grizzly bear, and the collar sends signals to the satellite. Now, the technology is so good, I can go log into my computer and look at where the bear has been and what it's been doing. So this helps us in terms of understanding movements. So it's protecting environments like these meadows. So we would put a buffer on a meadow like this to make sure that the integrity of the meadow is maintained if a forest company was going to log, for example. So it's things like that really help to protect the bears. If we lost them, we would see, we call it a negative cascade. You would see effects all the way through the whole ecosystem by losing those bears.
And the sustainability and protection of the grizzly bear is also ensuring our survival and our cultural identity as Statimc.
We were given the responsibility to look after all living things. Part of our role is to ensure that their habitat is alive and healthy.
It's important to protect the bears because they're at the top of the food chain, and if we protect the bears, then we're going to protect everything underneath it. We're going to protect the earth, we're going to protect the trees, we're going to protect the water, we're going to protect everything. I mean, we'll sustain life on this planet if we look after our grizzly bears.